In other news, the United States has denounced a prison sentence imposed on a doctor in Pakistan who helped the CIA track down the al-Qaeda leader Osama bin Laden. Shakil Afridi was charged with treason for running a fake vaccination program and will serve at least 30 years. Well, to get more on this, we can speak to Huma Imtiaz, a correspondent for the Pakistani news channel Express News. She joins us from Washington. And Huma, there was concern over how the doctor was tried. This was in a tribal court.
Well, yes, it was in a tribal court. It didn't happen in a civilian court. And secondly, a treason charge in Pakistan carries a death penalty. So interestingly, he hasn't been charged. He hasn't been given the death sentence, but he has been given 30 to 33 years under the sentencing. Now, the State Department spokesperson Victoria Nolan today refused to comment on the sentence itself, saying that it was still an ongoing court process. So I'm assuming that there seems to be this belief that the U.S. believes that this Dr. Shakil Afridi might actually appeal his court ruling.
And there's also concern that those people who were detained since Osama bin Laden was killed, they were the ones who were helping to capture him rather than those who helped to shield him.
Well, look at the message it sends across to the world. More than a year later after Osama bin Laden's death, no one has been prosecuted for shielding, or there has been no investigation into how Osama bin Laden was living there. The Aptabad Commission that was formed by the government still hasn't come out with its findings. The only person that has been prosecuted is Dr. Shakil Afridi, who was helping the CIA verify whether Osama bin Laden was in the Aptabad compound. So for the world right now, and especially in terms of US-Pakistan relations, this sends out a very bad message from Pakistan itself, that the fact that Osama bin Laden had been in Aptabad for many years and yet no one has been brought to trial or has even been charged at this point for helping shield him.
Huma, Dr. Afridi was seen by many in the US as a hero, but in Pakistan he's obviously been tried for treason. Does this show that the relationship between the US and Pakistan, that it is a complete breaking point now?
Well, judging from what came out of the NATO summit in Chicago over the weekend, it seems that there is this desire to move forward in this relationship, but it seems to be stuck on the NATO supply routes. Whether it's a breakdown isn't really clear, because Dr. Afridi has been in custody for over a year now, and the US has made signals and has made statements saying that they don't feel that there is any basis for him being held, but very little has happened in terms of securing his release or even getting him out. Another question that's far more important is, if he was a CIA asset, why did the US intelligence authorities not get him out of the country before the bin Laden raid took place? Because considering the fallout that happened in the days after, in terms of how Pakistan reacted to the bin Laden raid, it seems a tad bit surprising that Dr. Shakil Afridi, technically a CIA asset, wasn't pulled out of the country in time.
Huma Imtiaz from the Pakistani news channel Express News, good to hear your thoughts. Thanks very much.